Tara Jacobsen, Marketing Artfully. So I don't often do like kind of these talking head videos where I don't tell you something or show you something. But I thought today was super important to talk about something that I've noticed a lot. I wrote a blog post about it, and I'll put this, put the link in the bottom of the video. But one of the things that I've noticed a lot is a lot of people on Etsy Facebook groups, on Etsy forums, on the eBay forums, on the Amazon forums, are really unhappy with their customers kind of as a default. Like, they're really going into every message that comes with this, you know, attitude of there's something bad going to happen to me, I better be defensive. And that's just not true, okay? If you really look at it, most times people email you and they may be asking you questions that you find offensive, but they're not offensive questions. I had a guy who emailed me a couple days ago, and I have this really cool awl, right? It's very cool awl. It's a really nice quality awl too. Some of my vintage stuff is not functioning, right? But this isn't all. You could use this, and it's cute. It looks like a flower, right? So I have that listed for $14.50. And somebody emailed me and said, would you take $6 for it? And I said, no, not a problem. I emailed back and I said, no, I think that the price that I have it listed for is right. Now that said, I had this little ear cuff thing, sterling silver, that I sold on eBay, and I did have best offer on that, right? So somebody emailed me and asked me if it was $25. Somebody emailed me and asked me if I would take 15, I think. And I said no. You don't have to say yes, and you don't have to get mad. I said, well, but would you split the difference with me? So she said 15, I want 25. I said, will you take 19.50, which is even, you know, like 50 cents less than 50-50 for us, right? And so she bought it, right? Or she wouldn't have. But I'm not going to go onto Facebook, into a Facebook group and say, oh my God, can you believe this guy? He offered me this, okay? I'm not going to go on there, so I'll have people that message me. My returns are pretty low, but I'll have people that message me and say, you know, I'm unhappy with this. Figure out how to fix it, right? So first off, figure out how to fix it for that person. And I don't know that 90% of the world is liars. I think that when somebody goes to buy something on Etsy or eBay, they're really trying to solve a problem. Like for me, I bought really cool wax melt things. My problem I wanted to solve was to have a pretty smelling house. I buy wax melts all the time. Have I bought things that I was like, oh, that's not as cool or neat as I thought it would be? Sure. But if somebody's wanting to return something, don't immediately think that they're trying to rip you off. Try to figure out what can you do. Can you offer them a partial discount? Can you, and if they're actually just trying to rip you off, or if they're just doing what's called feedback extortion, where they're like, well, I won't give you good feedback, or I'll give you a 1, you can report that to any of the sites. You can report it to Amazon, Etsy, or eBay, right? So that's not the kind of thing that you should get twisted about. You should just say, oh, jerk, and then go about your day. Going onto the forums or going onto a Facebook page and wasting your time. There was a gal who came on, and I promise you she spent well over an hour talking about the fact that she had a lot of orders and she couldn't get to this woman who had messaged her on her order, had convoed her in Etsy twice, and now is threatening to turn her into Etsy. Well, the lady has tried to talk to you 3 times, and she said, well, but her order isn't due to be shipped for another 20 days. Okay, I get that. And so some of the people were trying to give her some good feedback on that, and her answer was, well, what would you do if you had 30 days out on your orders? And she couldn't hear them. So first off, if you feel like you're that person, if you're here this long, you're not that person, right? But if you're feeling like, oh my God, everybody hates their customers, stop reading those posts. I mean, like, you don't have to read those posts on the forums or anywhere else. I tend to just skip over them. Like, I am not going to be able to help those people. you can't talk to them. It's kind of like talking to people about political stuff. If their worldview is that all customers are bad, you're not going to change their worldview. So just don't get into that. I mean, I see these people and gosh, they're spending, if you took that hour and just checked and saw if you had any messages on your orders, like problem solved. Have somebody on your team check the orders every night and just see if there's a message on them. I understand that on a lot of them, like on Etsy, it's bad, but you can see it in the order. On eBay, you have to like do 2 clicks to find the messages. But just really try to make sure that you're going into it with like, I hate servant's heart, but in a shopkeeper's heart, right? That you're selling things and it's your job to provide good customer service. And if you provide good customer service, you'll get better feedback and everything will be nice. So hopefully that helps. Darren Jacobsen, Marketing Artfully.